Welcome to Sports Road, where sports meets passion. My name is Ramsey and I'm going to be your host for today. In the studio with me here, we have one of the most controversial pundits I've ever seen, Sulemana. Sulemana, welcome to Sports Road.
Thank you very much, bro.
So there's a lot going on after Ghana has qualified for the World Cup going to be held in Mexico, US, and Canada. Some Ghanaians are calling for the inclusion of other players into the squad. Other factions too are saying no, they shouldn't bring them because when we called them, they didn't answer. And so in the midst of all these arguments, the head coach, Otto Addo, has made some statements when he was questioned on an interview. And I'm going to be reading that out. After that, Sule is going to make some comments on that. So Otto Addo says that we will look at each case one by one. There are players I have been chasing since 2021 who didn't reply to our calls or want to come. It's a different thing if we haven't approached you and now you want to come. Or it's different if we have been approaching you all the way and you said no. But now that we are at the World Cup, you want to come. I think Ghana should always have a certain pride. As a country, we need to check the commitment of each player, which is very crucial. We have very good unity. We definitely don't want to destroy it by bringing players who don't have commitment. So what do you think about what Otto Addo has said?
Which let me first of all greet our fans and also congratulate the Black Stars and Otto Addo himself for using us to qualify, making us to qualify for the World Cup for the 5th time, you understand, in history. Kudos to him. But which commitment is Otto Addo trying to talk about? Which commitment?
The dedication, maybe if running to go and recover ball or something, all is part of the commitment.
Okay, fine. But if I heard it clearly, he will look at the case one by one. I understand. To me, this was not even for him to come out to be talking about this. He should have allowed it for the GFA. Because the Otto Addo himself cried. To me, there's question mark on him. Cry. Otto Addo, he doesn't even suppose or deserve to be our coach for the world.
Why doesn't he deserve to be our coach?
Master, he doesn't
because he didn't qualify for the AFCON. It's a different case. So he has played well in the World Cup qualifiers.
He has played well in the World Cup qualifiers. It was individual performance. You can ask this question to the public. It was individual. Coaching wise, zero.
What if the coaching tactics was to make the individual performance shine?
There's no coach in this world that will tell me that he wants to make all the 11 players their individual performance to shine in their foot.
Someone like Ancelotti, he capitalizes on maybe, let's say, Vinny Junior's maybe skills or something to change the pace of the match. So that's individuality.
Yes,
so maybe that's what
only one player, Vinny Junior.
Maybe Jude Bellingham too.
But the other ones, there's a teamwork, there's a correlation. Just ask me, just be sincere to yourself. The matches we've played, although we kept about 5 clean sheets, the matches we've played, are you okay with the way we played?
Me, I'm fine. I don't really have that much high of a standard. My own is we qualified and we did it well. You said we kept 5 clean sheets.
Do you watch?
Fine.
Do you watch do you watch European
football? I watch European football a lot.
And you have a lot of European players in the Black Star squad. And if you're a coach that you have that coaching mentality, that kind of you're a tactical coach that you can blend all this talent together for them to play beautiful football and even score. Look at the ball Morocco them are playing. Look at the ball Algeria them are playing. That's what we call football.
So that's look different. At the ball. So those countries are limited. It's not African football is very different from European football. It's very different. So it's very different. So the fact that we have exceptions doesn't mean that all African players.
The country I mentioned,
Ghana has a lot of. That's why I said there are exceptions to everything. The fact that Morocco is playing like Europeans doesn't mean that that's how African football is. African football has never been like that. African football is different. Although Ghana has major European players in the squad, it's not enough to influence Ghana to play an European style of football. Do you see? Morocco plays European football, fine. That's what works for them. Okay. If Ghana is going to play how do you say buga and make we win, that's what we want. Okay, and we are not saying the football should be nice. We want to just win.
Okay. And you think the Buga can win the matches in the World Cup?
Is the Buga that sent us to the quarterfinals? Is the Buga that sent us to the quarterfinals? I think when 2010. Is the Buga that sent us there?
2010.
Is that because you can't
Did
tell
you
me
watch?
that
Did you?
because you can't tell me
No,
that
no,
the
did you
football
watch
they
the
were playing.
2010 World Cup?
You can't tell me that the
watch
football you were playing was as nice as European football. No, 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 no.
Hey,
It wasn't as nice as
see,
that.
see, no, see, sorry for my word. Like, but by that time, are you sure you really watched the 2010 World Cup?
Yes,
You watch the
Yes.
2010 World Cup.
yes. I watched almost all of Ghana's matches.
All of
Although
Ghana-
I wasn't old enough to watch at that time. But then later I've watched series of matches from that World Cup.
I'm going to pardon
World Cup.
because you said at that time like you didn't go enough. I'll pardon because.
But then when
if
I
not
grew-
Ghana was the only African country who played better football, which even some of the European teams or countries were supporting Ghana.
Okay, so listen. The
We didn't
European
play
teams, we have a lot of European teams, right? Something like Luxembourg. It's a European team. Even Ghana's football right now is even nicer than that Luxembourg team.
Fine.
The fact that they are Europeans and their football is working for them, it's not every team that works for them. So you stick with what works to you. So if Otuado is saying that he doesn't want to go and bring certain players that is going to change the commitment and dedication of it, I think you should understand him.
And I'm saying that or not, Otuado self, he doesn't deserve to be our coach for the 2026 World Cup.
Well, GFA says they are going to be keeping him because there's no much time for them to bring a coach to come and lay his fundamentals.
Yes, thank you. You said there's not much time. Let me refer you back to the just ended, the last ended African Cup of Nations. Cote d'Ivoire was playing ball. They were losing. They said no. They are GFA there. They are like Football Federation there. They started. They were like, nah. Where the coach is sending us, no. We need to bring a coach to see whether he can take us to even qualify out of our group stages. And they brought in a coach who came and made like very crucial decisions that even made them to win the African Cup. So
the fact that it worked for you doesn't mean it's going to work for me. The fact that it works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for me. It's two different cases altogether. It's
okay,
two
fine.
different cases altogether.
I'm not giving
you
one
use
scenario.
that as an example.
I'm not giving one scenario. Let me give another scenario. Chelsea bringing in Thomas Tuchel.
Let's not talk about this one club football. We're talking about country football. Club football is also very different from country's football.
It's about coaching. It's about the coaching.
It's very different.
Otuado is a scout. Otuado is a scout.
He has a coaching license. That's why GFA employed him in the first place.
Not everyone who has a coaching license is a better coach.
But then he has proved that he has qualified us for that. He has qualified us for the World Cup. So he's a coach.
McAllister has also gotten a coaching license.
He's coaching for North Zealand.
You understand?
He's coaching for North Zealand.
He's coaching for North Zealand.
Yes.
But
also, Otuado learned under Klopp when he was at Dortmund. He learned under Klopp.
I swear to God, yes, I know he was under Otuado, and if only he wasn't a scout under Klopp, and he's an assistant coach and he's playing this kind of football, I think Otuado he doesn't deserve to coach Ghana.
Well, Otuado, to me, he's doing a good job.
Because right now, I'm coming to tell you, because right now, where we are going, Ghana needs to get somebody, either a backup, someone who come and add to Otuado to make key decisions, because we are going to play teams like France, Portugal.
We are not going to get any of those teams, please.
Okay, but
so there are players that are talking about that want to switch, that are eligible to play for Ghana in the upcoming World Cup. We have Hudson Odoi, we have Edin Ketia, we have Jaden Owusu-Odro, we have Alex Matos, he's in Chelsea. We have Tariq George, also Chelsea, Joshua Champong. We have Derek Horn, Jaden Adai, and the very popular Romeo Lavia. I'm sure you were shocked to learn that Romeo Lavia is eligible to play for Ghana. He was born in Belgium to a Ghanaian father and a Congolese mother. So he's very much eligible to play for Ghana because he has played only one match for the Belgium national team. So what do you think about this?
Yes,
do you think, if you are going to bring somebody, hurry up, run. Or go and lie at the feet of Romeo Lavia and beg him to come. Lavia is a game changer. Just imagine the midfield of Partey, Lavia, and Sibo.
Yes, all these names you've mentioned, they are all eligible to come, right? Yes. But let's talk right now. These are the names publicly people brought out, but the main names trending right now is Edin Ketia and Hudson Odoi, then Jaden Owusu-Odro. Yes, with these three people, I have no issues. If GFAC say okay, fine, they will come and add different flair to the game of football. They are welcome because this is the national thing we are talking about. People will be like, "Bamboo they work, monkey they chop," and we have to sacrifice. Even Ghana here, our political parties, the grassroots will suffer. Bring the president to power, they will not give them jobs.
Let me use this. Let me give you this analogy. Then they chased girl, right? Let's say they chased girl some 2 years ago. where
Massa.
you know gets the girl, where the girl bounce you, where the girl bounce, where right now you can't get money. Where the girl they come, you go accept them.
Massa.
If you accept them, if they can't use them, you know they can't do anything serious. That's the same case here. Ghana wasn't appealing to Eddie Nketiah and Arsenal at that time. Even Eddie Nketiah, he said what? He was interviewed, he was like, he choosing England over Ghana is a more better progression in his career at that point in time. That's what he said. That was an obvious snub. And putting in Eddie Nketiah's onto aside, there's this guy to call Francis Amuzu. He said what? Ghana calls his agent every day, but his heart is with Belgium. Right now, he's begging for us to call him. You see how it works? You don't expect, even, listen, there are ways that you can snub me for me to understand and be able to call you next time. You can't come out and be saying this kind of statement. It's like you're stepping down. That's why I agree with Otuado when he says we should have some pride as a country. See, me, even if we don't call them and we go and we get out of the group stage, I'll bring my pride back. I'll get my pride back. Then I'll call them and still not qualify out of the group stage. That's cost 90. That's cost 90.
So you think Otuado like is in a better position to say, okay, fine, we should have a pride as a nation. So I will not call them. Even if they will help me to even win the trophy, I will not call them.
Someone like Eddie Nketiah is not going to help you. Let's be realistic. Someone like Eddie Nketiah is not going to help you win any World Cup trophy. Please.
Then,
no, he is not enough to win your World Cup trophy.
Okay, he's not enough to win you any trophy. So why were you chasing by that time?
So if at that time we saw that, you could have potential.
You don't have any claim. You understand?
Listen. That time he was playing for Arsenal, right? And he was making an impact. It got to a time
at Crystal Palace.
when as compared to when he was at Arsenal.
He's still making an impact at Crystal Palace.
It's not as compared to as he was at Arsenal. It has dropped. He's now trying to pick up his form, and because now he's now trying to pick up, he's not hot cake anymore. Right now he's coming to us. That's why I use that analogy of the girl.
How many of the Ghanaian players right now are hot?
You've got him money. That's why the girls are coming back.
How many of the Ghanaian players right now, the current squad who played the qualifier?
Do you remember Amrabat?
I remember Amrabat.
You remember Amrabat?
Yes.
After the World Cup, that's when he got his move from Fiorentina to Manchester United. Yes, so if Ghana carries these players, these regular players we play with, and they send them there, they are going to get better moves and things. Better moves because they are very good players. You can't tell me that these are not good players.
Which let me tell you, the people who qualify, who use Ghana to qualify for the World Cup, they are not the same people who are going to play the World Cup.
I know that's obvious. So you should keep the core of the team together. We know there are some people. We had some youngsters that you called for them to make the full 26-man squad. Those people you can leave them out. You call them for exposure. They are youngsters. We don't want a case of Felix Afenajan happening again where we went to call him prematurely and right now he can't see. I'm coming. I'm just making a point.
All right.
So that we can't even see him again. We don't want to make that same mistake of Felix Afenajan. So those youngsters, you can leave them out.
So they are leaving
and then
So whom are you replacing? If they are leaving those youngsters, whom are you replacing?
That's why Otuado said he's going to review everything.
What's very nice? Substituting Semenyo out and bringing in Eddie Nketiah. What's very nice? Substituting Kudus out and bringing in Hudson Odoi. What's very nice? Even letting Jaden Ojo be in the goalpost and Asari being the backup.
Listen, that's why Otuado said it's going to be case by case. If we called you first, something like Jaden also drew. It's not like we chased him and we didn't get him.
And I'm saying that
listen,
Otuado shouldn't. I know.
You can't tell me that Otuado shouldn't be in the position. He's the head coach. Whether he like it or yes, he's going to be the head coach for the World Cup. So he's in every position to make that call, to make that decision, right? So Jaden also didn't snap us like how Eddie Nketiah and Hudson Odoi and Francis Amuzu. That the people vexing me right now. He said Ghana calls his agent every day, but his heart is with Belgium. How can you tell me the story? Even if you want to snap Ghana, you can be like,
everyone, all the Ghanaian players play right now. All the Ghanaian players play right now. Let me tell you that if they have the opportunity to naturalize for like those countries, if they were in those positions, they will still make the same comment. If you got in the likes of Mohamed Kudus, if Mohamed Kudus was in England, by that time he was an England born, then he has that English nationality. Then he had that dual, he can switch to Ghana. He would have also made that same comment.
My point is,
he would have also made that same comment.
No, my point is, you can make your point clear without being disrespectful. This is clear disrespect, and we are not going to tolerate that. So me, I side with Otuado when he says that we should have some pride. That was it for today's episode. If I make slow tape, we are not going to end today. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let us know whether you think we have every right to call these players after they snapped us.
We have every right.
I think we should have some pride. So
we have every right to
make sure you like.
We need to swallow our pride. We are going to play World Cup.